lie down comfortably. Preferably, you can dim the lights, comfortably lie down in Shavasana. Forget all the tensions and worries and focus only on your breathing. First of all, we would like to understand what we are going to do. Okay, so let me also lie down. In Shavasana, we are going to sleep, but at the same time, we are going to be conscious of our relaxation. So, Yoga Nidra is with awareness, it is never without awareness. Okay, that is one most important point. Meanwhile, if you fall asleep, that is also fine, because this sleep is going to be a deeper level of sleep and you are going to gain a lot of benefits out of that also. There is nothing wrong in falling asleep, falling deep asleep when you are performing Yoga Nidra. Now, today, we are going to unfold the reasons for stress while performing Yoga Nidra and release the stress within us as well. First of all, let us release the physical level of stress by relaxing into Shavasana. With your eyes closed, visualize that you are a camera and you are watching your own body. And you are scanning it from tip of the toe to the top of the head. While doing so, let us order our bodies part by part to relax. Let us relax the toes, the feet, ankles, calf muscles, knees. Let us relax the thighs, hip muscles, lower back muscles, and lower abdomen muscles. Slowly, let us focus on the umbilicus and we are going to chant Akara. With the help of vibrations of Akara, we are going to relax the lower body more. 3 times we are going to chant Akara. Let us do that together. Slowly, let us move on to the upper body now. Let us relax the abdominal muscles, chest muscles, shoulder muscles, biceps and triceps. Let us relax our elbows, relax the forearms, relax palms, fingers and toes. Slowly relax the middle back and upper back, the muscles connecting the neck and the shoulder. Let them relax. Now let us focus on the center of the chest. While focusing on the center of the chest, we are going to chant Ukara 3 times. Let us do that. Slowly, let us move the concentration to the neck muscles. Relax the neck muscles. Relax the jaw muscles. Relax tongue muscles. Relax the muscles of the face. Relax the muscles of the eyes. Relax the eyebrows. Relax the forehead muscles. And then finally, relax the top of the head muscles. Slowly bring the focus to the center of the eyebrows. While focusing on the center of the eyebrows, we are going to chant Makara, that is humming bee sound, for 3 rounds. Mm. Now, Let us visualize the complete body as a whole from this camera. And while doing that, we are going to chant A, U, and Makara in single breath in 1:1:2 ratio. While doing so, we have to relax the complete body, feel the vibration all across the body, and the residual tension in the body we have to release. Let us do it 3 times. Aum. 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 Slowly allow your body to completely surrender to Mother Earth. Now, in this deep state of relaxation, we are going to discuss the next level of stress, that is the mental stress. Why does mental stress arise? In general, the stress arises because of fear, and fear happens because of ignorance. Ignorance is because of laziness, and laziness is because of maybe distraction. Our senses, they get distracted by the external stimuli, and because of that we may become lazy, and we may not be able to find the true knowledge. We may acquire false knowledge, and because of that we may start fearing things, and because of that we may start feeling the mental stress. The fear will lead to so many other things which we do. For example, becoming angry. For example, becoming greedy. For example, showing off, becoming egoistic. For example, becoming jealous of other people. For example, trying to hold things just because we feel that the things will get exhausted. So there are many reasons, and because of that only the mental stress builds up. Many a times what we desire that does not happen, that also leads to stress. Actually, it is the ultimate tendency of the mind to develop stress. However, if we understand our true selves completely, we will be able to get rid of the mental stress. For that, we need Nirantar Abhyas and we need non attachment. We should be able to realize that this tendency of our mind is actually a play, it is actually a mirage which leads us away from our true selves. So, let us become more focused. Next level of stress is the stress because of society, because of the societal norms. It's basically expansion or extension of the mental stress. And when many people in the society together, we come together and we form norms, which we call it societal norms. And if others are not acting according to that, we ourselves feel stressed, and the other group also feels stressed. One group thinks they are normal, another group thinks they are normal. Actually, it is the conflict of understanding of our lives, and that is how societal stress we will be seeing, that passes across regions, religions, languages, genders, so on and so forth. Wherever we form groups, same way there will be societal stress. Doctors form a community, patients form a community, students form a community, teachers form a community, bus drivers form a community, auto rickshaw drivers form a community, so on and so forth. So basically, we all have societal identities, and through which we just keep on segregating ourselves into pieces, and then ultimately we get confused with our roles in the society. When we realize our true selves, we come to know that our only role as such is to find the truth that is within us, not outside. And then automatically, if the time arrives, help others also to find the truth. And the best way is to unconditionally love and unconditionally help others. Next level of stress comes when we are on the spiritual journey. This spiritual journey takes us towards a spiritual stress. We spend a lot of time on the spiritual journey, and we may not see the rewards which are mentioned in the scriptures, or we don't see a progress of our own in the society in the form of recognition or in the form of expansion of consciousness in and around us. And we dive into spiritual stress. So the idea of spiritual stress is very simple. Whenever you come across spiritual stress, it means that you are still attached to the worldly identity. The moment we release this worldly identity, we will be over the spiritual stress. The idea of spirituality is not outwards, it is inwards. And when we find the bliss without reason, being happy, without reason, helping others, without reason, being the instrument of service, at that point, we will be spiritually elevated. Now, all of us, we find stress maximum number of times at physical level. We don't generally bother about the social and spiritual levels of stress. We very less often bother about the mental stress. Nowadays, we are talking, but generally, mental stress is still a lot neglected, even in the medical fraternity. It's only when the body starts showing symptoms in the form of hypertension, diabetes, headache, neck pain, back pain, diarrhea, constipation, stomach ulcers, arthritis, autoimmune disorders, heart attack, stroke, skin allergies, so on and so forth. At that time, we decide to understand what's going wrong. But basically, the physical manifestation is just the tip of the iceberg. Yesterday, I saw a patient. His symptoms were neck pain and back pain, as usual, radiating to upper limb and lower limbs and all these things with paresthesias in hands and legs and all these things. When we went deep into his process, then we realized that he is under a lot of stress, mental stress. Reason being isolation. He feels isolated. He feels that he has no friends. He feels that he has sacrificed too much for the family, and because of that, he has not been able to earn up to his full potential. And because of that, he has tried to prove himself by doing a lot of physical exertion, which is not good at his age. So you see, when we as doctors, we stop our pen from writing just a prescription and open our ears to listen to the suffering of our patients, we find that every physical ailment has a reason in terms of mental stress. That is why today I urge you in this Yoga Nidra, in this relaxed consciousness, I urge you to release your mental stress. It is not necessary that you need to mention it to anybody. If you feel comfortable, you can mention it to your mentor, you can mention it to your spouse, you can mention it to your children, you can mention it to your best friend, or else you can just stand in front of the mirror and mention it to yourself, or else you can write down all the mental stress which you are holding for years and years together and then burn that paper off. So let me give you some time of silence to work on your mental stress and see where it is popping out in the form of physical illness. Just relax and do this assessment for a while. I'll be silent. Many a times we know the problem, we know from where it is arising. The fire can only be extinguished if we know that yes, fire has to be extinguished, and where is the fire extinguisher, and how to stop the fire. Many a times we know how to do that, we know the resources, we have the resources in our hands, but because of the event which has happened, we develop a startle response. We get so much stressed that we just freeze, we just get overwhelmed by the event or accident which has happened. Same is with our lives. We get overwhelmed by the things which are happening around us and we stop taking actions. I urge all of you to take positive actions for any kind of stress you have and try to find out that yes, this action is working or not. If one action does not work, then try to do another action, but within the limits of benefit for all. One should not harm others thinking that okay, it is for my benefit. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, that should be our intention. Slowly let us wiggle our toes. Let us wiggle the fingers. Bring the legs together. Bring your hands by the side of the body. Take your right hand up and keep it above. Fold the left leg. Turn towards right and straighten the body. Feel the stretch on the right side of the body. And then slowly, with the support of both the hands, come to sitting position. Keep your eyes closed. Sit comfortably and just contemplate on what we have done in last almost 40 minutes. You can adopt Prana Mudra, or else if you wish you can adopt Kshepana Mudra. Kshepana Mudra we all know, but still we will do it again. Interlock your fingers except for index finger and left thumb over the right thumb, pointing it downwards towards Mother Earth. Like this. And feeling that all the negativity which we have is pouring out from the index fingers and going into the center of the Mother Earth, Bhugarva, where the temperature is in lakhs of degrees and all the negativity is evaporating. Allow yourself to be cleansed. Feel the pulse at the points of contact. Slowly change this mudra to Prana Mudra. Feel the flow of prana within the body. Observe that what fluctuates this prana. It is our mind, it is our man. And what makes the Man strong. That is our knowledge. That is Vishesha Gnana, Vijnana. And when we purify our knowledge, we reach the state of bliss. The purification of knowledge can happen only through the practice, abhyasa, non-attachment, vairagya, and self-studies. That is swadhyaya. And we enter into the fifth layer of our existence, that is Ananda, Anandamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha, which you are able to see, Pranamaya Kosha, which you are able to feel, Manomaya Kosha, which you are able to understand, Vijnanamaya Kosha, which you are able to expand, and Anandamaya Kosha, which you are able to reach to. Slowly adopt Namaskara Mantra. Omkar followed by Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Om. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschid Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. With your eyes closed, slowly take your both the hands back. Hold your right wrist with the left palm. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, bend from the root of the back, touch your forehead to the ground. Express gratitude to Mother Earth, Almighty, your parents and Guru. Slowly inhale and come up. Slowly release your hands. Rub your palms against each other to generate heat or positive energy. Keep them over your eyes, head, neck, shoulder, arms, forearms, chest, abdomen, thighs, and the legs. With few blinks, you may open your eyes. Namaste. Dhanyavad. If you have any questions, any queries, any doubts, you are most welcome. If you want to share your experience, then also you are most welcome.